Hey everybody, welcome to Help Solve the Case. It's Christine Burke here with an update in the Karmelo Anthony case. We had talked about an appeal, and well, here you go. Here's what's happening. So first, I want to thank you for being here. I really would appreciate a like, subscribe, or share. So your attention and your participation and your being part of this community helps me do more for many. So thank you very much. So what are we talking about here? Well, if you remember, if you've watched my other Karmelo Anthony videos, we talked about what was going to go on in the case. We talked about some things with reference to jury selection and other things. I'll get into that a little bit more. But what we're talking about now is that the appeal has been filed. The question was, is he going to appeal? And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe I said there probably is going to be an appeal, okay? So TMZ here is saying that they are bringing out the legal big guns, okay? And that includes Texas NAACP President Gary Bledsoe, veteran appellate lawyer Russell Wilson II, and civil rights attorney Brooke Cluse, okay? And they said that they're going to conduct an independent review of the trial record while pursuing all avenues of appeal. Okay, so when you see the NAACP, we've got civil rights being thrown out here. This was a case, I don't know if you know, but I know that they were really watching this. We saw some incidents in the parking lot, in the courthouse area, various allegations being thrown about race this, race that, talking about the jury. Was it a fair trial? And all kinds of things. And so what we see here is they say that they filed the notice of appeal less than 24 hours after his conviction. So they were waiting. Okay, they were waiting and they were prepared. Now, one of the questions might be, is it the facts of the case that they're appealing? We're asking the question. Or is this a case that advances a narrative? An idea, right? So is it the merits of the case or is it the case dynamics itself? What do they call that? The optics of the case, okay? Because we've got those organizations and those folks involved, okay? Could it be, and I hate even, I don't even want to use that word, but could it be a token case for what it represents, the issue that it represents, or is it about the legal precedents that we talk here, right? So here on the channel, don't take one side versus the other side, but we talk about the Netflix, this show versus this show, the prosecution show versus the defense show, the Constitution, the story of the evidence and what really happened versus the constitutional challenges and the constitutional stuff that are our rights, that are everybody's rights, and how we want them to be applied equally in the justice system. So that's a question. Will they have the facts and the constitutional provisions or the constitutional, well, we'll say challenges because that's what they are, but where their true deficits in this case that they will be able to argue, okay? So they filed that appeal 24 hours after his conviction, okay? It says here, the newly assembled legal team says its focus will be determining whether any errors occurred during the proceedings, okay, that's the constitutional challenges, and raising issues overturning the conviction. They're taking a fresh look at the case. And they said the toll the case has taken on both families, all right? Now, a fresh look at the case from the court perspective or a fresh look at the case from the police perspective. That's what we always want to look at, okay? And we've got some photos here. I did not see the video or any of that. It looks like we've got some crime scene stuff here. This looks like maybe that tent, okay? It says the conviction stems from the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf. We know that. Anthony claimed he acted in self-defense. If you've watched my videos, if you haven't, you can go back and look at that. I was very surprised by the procedures that were used in the case from the police and prosecution perspective. And they say here, the Texas court recently unsealed a mountain of evidence, body cam footage, surveillance video, 911 calls, and crime scene photos. Maybe we should look at that. Do you guys want to look at that? If you do, comment below. And it shows his emotional interaction with police after the stabbing. This is according to TMZ. Okay, so what do you think? I know you guys get all involved in these cases. I don't know. We didn't. I don't know if they've released the court proceeding because we only were seeing little snips as they came out. Have you been able to look at anything from the court case? Is the court transcript out? Okay, obviously his legal team will get that, but if the court transcript and the court video is not out, that would be very interesting to watch. But do you have any theories now that this information is released that you want to go to? So let me know. Again, thanks for being here. Hopefully this is of interest to you. Let me know what cases you'd like to see. And we're trying to grow our membership. I really would love if you would like to follow and subscribe. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. All right, we'll see you on the next video.